wanted to go get a job. So
Yeah.
I wasn't attending all the time because I was trying to make money basically. Yeah. With social media now, if you take a picture in it, it's not new anymore.
Yeah.
But back then, I could go to a party in East, a party in West, a party in South, wear the same outfit and no one's going to know because they haven't seen it on social media.
Yeah.
I did an engineering apprenticeship and as soon as you qualified, it was a high paying salary already. So it was basically £50,000 a year without a degree. It was backbreaking labor sometimes, like night shifts, going under trains, like getting covered in. So it wasn't, you're working hard for your money. My side hustle turned into a business. So
like
I was
full-time business.
Yeah, so I was basically reselling shoes, but at the same time I was getting stuff in bulk and stuff from America, and like it was becoming like a retail store really. I was making so many orders a day. I was like, well, have you seen these guys doing this dance? And he was like, yeah, I've seen them. I was like, why don't we just make a show to put them on the thing? We done an advert with JD basically.
Okay, wow.
And they wanted me to dance in the advert. And I was just like, there's no way. There's no way I'm dancing. Putting way more hours into that business than I should have. Like there was days where I was doing 16 hours a day. And I knew that if I'd done that 16 hours in one of my other projects, it would have been far more rewarding.
Obviously, you left your £50,000 job. Would you say it was worth it? Welcome to the Takeoff Experience, where I sit down with highly driven people to talk about their journey, their failures, and their successes. If you want to take off in your career, your business, your finances, or your mindset, then this podcast is for you. Welcome back to the Takeoff Experience. We've got a special guest in the building. How are you doing today, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm all good. Thanks for having me.
No. Very, 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 very welcome. So I always ask people this question. So who is Jordan?
Who is Jordan? Well, people will know me as Jay or I'm Broke Baby. Mm-hmm. I would say I'm a content creator. I create personal finance content. I create fashion content. I create content for loads of different channels. But I would say most and foremost, I'm actually an entrepreneur. Yeah.
So it's Jayvsop. Is it the Vsop, the alcohol Vsop? Is that brand? Is that where you got it from? Yeah?
For my viewers, for the kids watching out there, it's nothing to do with alcohol.
Okay, cool.
But for the older lot, you know.
Yeah. Oh, bad.
You might know it from brand.
Bad. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 28, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. You're still quite young, man. Still in your 20s. All right. So let's talk about your story. So where are your parents from?
My parents are from Jamaican Island.
Okay. Jamaican Island. And were you born here in the UK?
Yeah, I was born in London, yeah.
London. Where about?
East London, born and raised, yeah.
Wow.
Lived here my whole life.
What was it like in like the area?
I mean, I feel lucky to grow up in East London because it's so diverse. I feel like I had like a very cultured upbringing. Yeah, very cultured.
You feel like it was quite cultured, and yet I think that's the thing. Like I think London as a city is very diverse. I feel like you can have a lot of different friends. You can hang around different groups. You can have different experience. Did you enjoy like growing up in East London?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved like literally all my friends were from different countries.
Okay.
From early, like just knew about loads of different cultures and different religions. Like I wasn't scared to meet new people because I already had friends who were from that same background. So it was always just calm, to be honest. Yeah.
And did you go to school in the area too?
Yeah, I went to school in Walthamstow. Grew up in Walthamstow. Went to school in Walthamstow.
Okay.
Leytonstone.
What were you like at school? Did you study hard?
Yeah, I was really good in school. I was just like straight A's.
Really? Straight A's?
Yeah, mad. I was proper like. I was proper into studying.
Mad.
Then it got to like college, and then I knew education wasn't for me, so I started.
Even though you were good at it.
Yeah, I was. I'm good with education, but I wouldn't say it's my strongest point. So where I feel like I was getting a bit bored. I wanted to make money. I wanted to go get a job, so I wasn't attending all the time because I was trying to make money, basically. Yeah.
Really? Okay, so you weren't attending college. You were
not because I was bad, but because I was like money driven. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why do you think at that age you were money driven? Like
looking like the obvious answer if you asked me at that age, I would have said because I wasn't given it as a child. Like I didn't have the latest whatever. But when I look back at it, that wasn't actually the reason. Like no one had anything, so I didn't need. I could have just bought a one new jacket for the whole year, and no one would have said nothing. So
Facts.
I think
Facts.
so it's probably greed, at that age. Probably it was probably greed. Yeah, probably greed. Like you want to be the guy who has everything.
Yeah, it's so weird because that you say that, and it brings me back to like during that time as well. You're right. Like when you bought something, trainers or whatever, you were wearing that the whole year.
Yeah,
you're rinsing it.
Yeah,
you're not buying something new every
out.
time. Yeah, it's crazy because this generation now, I feel like it's so different. I feel like, unfortunately, they got social media, so for them, they've got to always have something new. But back then, like you said, it's not like somebody will cuss you.
You could it's with social media now. If you take a picture in it, it's not new anymore.
Yeah,
but back then, I could go to a party in East, a party in West, a party in South, wear the same outfit, and no one's gonna know because they haven't seen it on social media.
Yeah,
could wear it wherever. So it's crazy. It's crazy how it's changed.
It's mad. Yeah, I remember I was wearing tracksuits night tracksuits until they were basically all the seams that were coming apart. Madness. Okay, so you did college. Did you? So I'm assuming, did you go university?
No, so I didn't finish college because I failed it basically because I didn't attend. So I did actually want to do an apprenticeship. So I applied for the apprenticeship around Christmas time anyway.
Okay.
So I applied for that knowing that I wasn't going to finish college. So I was always had a backup. I didn't just stop attending and thought that's it.
Yeah.
So I'd done an apprenticeship. So I went to college again basically for 3 years, 2.5 years, working at the same time. And then when I finished college with my apprenticeship, they actually paid for, it's called a HNC, which is like foundation year of uni. And then they offered to pay for uni as well. But by that time, I knew I didn't actually want to go through uni. Yeah.
Wow. Why?
I didn't see the point. So the job, I did an engineering apprenticeship. And as soon as you qualified, it was a high paying salary already. So it was basically £50,000 a year without a degree. And the degree might maybe only get you an extra 10.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. 50,000 was a lot. But I saw, cool, I can study and get a degree and then I might be on 65, 70. But I can just use this money now, the 50, and invest it into stuff. Yeah. And then I'll be making that extra 20 a year anyway.
Yeah, that's smart. So that's smart.
I thought skip uni, there's no point because I didn't think I was going to be in there forever anyway. So.
Wow. And you mentioned that you bought a property. I saw on your Instagram that you said that you bought at 21, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you did. And actually, by the way, technician, what kind of technician was it? What was
it? It was mechanical and electrical engineering. So it was like fault finding, some heavy maintenance as well. So it wasn't in an office. Like it was backbreaking labor sometimes, like night shifts, going under trains, like getting covered in. So it wasn't, you're working hard for your money. It wasn't like a easy 50 grand a year. Like
wow, it's actually tough.
Yeah, if you got a bad run, you might go 4 nights and your back is killing you and you're covered in grease and it wasn't nice. So I didn't want to be there forever. Yeah.
That's crazy. And then at what point were you like, okay, I need to get a side hustle?
As soon before I even started.
Really? You already had your side hustle?
I've always had at least 2 jobs.
Really?
At least, yeah. So when I started, I was like flipping mobile phones when I started. And then I got a job at Arsenal
sick
as a steward. Yeah, I support Arsenal. So
yeah, same here.
So my work was in Wood Green and obviously Arsenal's in Finsbury Park. So we had to do training for like the first couple months. So I'd go straight from work to go do training there in Wood Green. And then on the weekend, I didn't actually have work. So I was able to do the stewarding at the games. So I had that job. Then I started flipping shoes, which was my side hustle, I'd say the year after. So, that was the first couple of years of my apprenticeship. I was just finding my way, I guess, with the side hustles.
Wow. So that was you flipping trainers, right?
Yeah, so at first I was actually buying used trainers on eBay.
Okay.
Literally just cleaning them.
Yeah.
And then selling them for like an extra £20.
Sick.
So like I'd buy like 5 pairs a week.
Yeah.
Spend an hour, 2 hours cleaning them, then make £15-20 off each pair every week. I was doing that for a couple months.
Wow. So you already like the business side, entrepreneurship inside of you was there already. But where do you think that came from? Like that drive and that hustle? Because, obviously a lot of people at that age were probably going out, playing games, partying, and
I was still doing all that. Like I was still doing all
You're
that.
still doing that.
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
that plus this.
yeah. I was partying more than anyone. I was probably partying
Really?
the most. And then I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit more efficient with certain things. So if I have a side hustle, there's a system in place already. So with the shoes, I knew, cool, I'd order the 4 shoes in, clean them all at the same time, dry them all at the same time, take the pictures all at the same time. So it's going to take me 3 hours, 4 hours in total. That's just what a morning's work, and then that'll be it for the week. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Like,
this is why you're getting A's, man. You're already smart. So you're ahead of your time.
With every side hustle, it has to work around your schedule.
Yeah.
So like, there's no point of doing a side hustle where you spend an hour on a little bit here and then you make £5. Like you might as well get everything done in a block and then systemize it, and then you might make £200 for 4 hours work, but at least you're not spreading it too thin, and then it starts to get a bit tedious that way, innit?
Yeah. Wow. That makes sense. And then so you bought your house. Fast forward again to 21. So you bought your house with the income from your property and your side hustle, right?
Yeah. So I used my wages to get my mortgage offer. Okay. And I'd say most of my deposit came from saving and investing into my side hustle. Yeah.
Yeah. How long did it take you to save like the necessary amount for
the story was as soon as I started my apprenticeship, I set like on the old banking before, I think it was even before mobile banking, like it was like a savings goal or something. Okay. And like it said, what is your savings goal? And it was like a house. And I put 40,000 or maybe like 30,000 in, like, this was like 2013. And I wanted to buy a house on my mum's road, a 3-bedroom house. I don't know why I thought that, but the houses were probably like 280,000 then. Yeah. So I wanted to save 30,000 for the deposit, legal fees, whatever. Yeah. Halfway through my apprenticeship, my mum's house already went up to like 350,000. So I was like, I'm gonna have to save more money. So by the end, I had to save 50,000 to get my deposit. Yeah,
that's mad. Yeah. That's mad.
And it wasn't a 3-bedroom house.
How many years did that take you?
Oh, so from 16 to 21. Yeah, so
okay, about 5 years. That's good though.
No, it wasn't. It was less than 5 years. It was 4 years because basically my apprenticeship was 4 years. As soon as I finished my apprenticeship, I bought the house. I put in the offer for the house and it didn't complete till I was 21. Yeah.
Okay, wow. That's insane. That's sick though. And then at some point, you left your job,
my
right?
job,
yeah. What did you do after like that? Like you left your job?
So before I left my job, I had my side hustle turned into a business. So
okay, like full-time business.
Yeah, so I was basically reselling shoes, but at the same time, I was getting stuff in bulk and stuff from America, and like it was becoming like a retail store. Really, I was making so many orders a day that it just made sense to grow this. I would have to leave, so I waited. I'd say a year. I took a year to monitor all the numbers and made sure it was consistent with my business, and then I knew once I made a certain amount a month with that business, I'm ready to quit. Okay, so I made sure I hit that basically for the whole year, and then it came to like November. I handed in my notice. Wow. And then knew that I could take this full time and like just not make a living off it, but because I wanted to reinvest it all, but I was making money off it. Yeah.
So what were you at that point? Because I get the eBay part that made sense.
I made a website. Sorry. Yeah.
So you made a website, and then what were you reselling? Were you just reselling trainers that were difficult to obtain?
Mostly that. Yeah. Mostly. But I was going to like outlets, buying stuff in bulk. So I might get like a pair. Well, back then I was getting like dunks for like £20 and
vintage.
Yeah, £20. Yeah, I was getting like dunks for £20 and selling it.
How is this possible?
Yeah, but people didn't like dunks then, innit? So,
this is when it was out of season.
People would call dunks like fake Air Forces. Like, that was like them type of times. Okay. So I was getting dunks for like £20, selling them for 60. Yeah. Sort of like good profits, but I had a mix. So I had my website, which was starting to take off because I was getting numbers on Instagram. Yeah. I had Depop. I had loads of followers on Depop. I had like, I think at the time I left my job, I had like 50,000 followers on Depop. Wow. I worked a lot with Depop. Like they helped me a lot, like with events, and I did loads of work with Depop. And then my eBay as well. I don't even know how you would judge the metrics, but like feedback, I had like 2,000 feedback or something like that. Wow. So I had like 3 really big accounts if one was dry, the other one was making sales. So I was confident that I had like streams.
Okay.
That,
So you did the cleaning, old trainers, then you started reselling like hot trainers.
Yeah. That was because though I got into trainers myself. So initially I'd like...
Oh, you actually sold your own trainers?
Not really. So where I wanted to get the trainer myself, I might wake up at 8 a.m, go on Nike, and then buy my pair, but then buy 3 more.
Okay.
So then, like, I knew that there was the demand for the exclusive ones. That was how it first started with them ones,
And then how did it grow? Like, if you walk me through like the growth of it and into the 3 different areas?
So I started on eBay.
Yeah.
Started getting loads of feedback on eBay. And then I was thinking, why am I giving eBay 10% every time? So I made the website. Every time I made a sale on eBay, there'd be a little card in it saying, you get 10% off if you go to my website. So started bringing all the customers from eBay to my website. Made the Instagram. Instagram weren't really popping, but got a few customers from Instagram, Facebook, Gumtree. So I was just trying to bring everything to my website.
Yeah.
Then Depop came about the same year. Started getting loads of sales on Depop. And then same thing with Depop, had the website in my bio. So everything was just trying to funnel everyone into my website.
Okay.
And then I had some like regular customers on my website. They'd email me saying, have you got anything new? They'd like comment on the Instagram saying, oh, have you got these in? Have you got them in? So I was starting to build up a customer base.
Okay, that's mad. That's mad. And did COVID have an impact on your business at all? Like,
you know, it was hard. It's hard to judge if COVID had impact on the business because that's when I started using TikTok.
Okay.
So I was getting way more orders, but I can't say if that was because of COVID or TikTok.
Right.
It was probably a mix of both, yeah.
Okay. So you started using, you got into the TikTok game. How did you identify that TikTok was a good place?
It was just natural progression from Instagram.
Okay.
I knew how to use Instagram.
Yeah.
I had a big following. When COVID hit on Instagram, I think I already had like 50,000 followers.
Okay.
Or maybe, about 50,000 followers.
Before COVID.
So I knew that TikTok is going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
Because all the kids are on it. Like wherever the kids are, that's going to be the next big
always
thing.
And it is. TikTok is definitely big.
I jumped on TikTok. It took me a good 4 months before I even like knew how to make a video properly and that. But then once I knew, then like after that, within a month, I got 10,000 followers.
Okay.
Then,
wow. So you've identified something that works and just replicated it.
So I just kind of like dipped my toe in TikTok. Then when I found it's not even finding something that works, it's finding a way I was comfortable to be on the app.
Yeah.
Because it's like known as a kids app.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come across as corny or anything like that. So
dancing and all of that stuff. Yeah, I was never gonna do that on TikTok.
So when I found a way to make content that I was comfortable with, and that provided some value as well, then I started going hard on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And you were replicating that content that was working on TikTok to Insta at that time?
Not really. No.
Just doing different types.
Yeah, I was doing different types because that was before Insta Reels.
Okay.
So you wouldn't.
I remember that.
You wouldn't really post a TikTok to Insta back then.
Yeah.
And then when Insta Reels started coming about, I was doing that. Yeah.
Okay. And at what point did the financial influencer part, what point did that come out in the journey?
Yeah, so when I made a TikTok, it was just to promote my sneaker business.
Yeah.
And then I started showing my face in the video. So I have like a stock room, basically, just like loads of shelves full of trainers. I'll do all my TikToks in that room. So then everyone is like, do you work in like JD or Foot Locker? Like, they're asking what's going on. I'm like, yeah, it's my store. They're like, how have you got a store? Like, where did you learn to build a store? Then I was like saying, I registered a company. I got like a contract with this shipping supplier. I get my whatever from here. And people just asking me little bits and bobs like that. Like, how do you make the postage labels?
Yeah.
Telling them where to get like all the postage supplies from. Then that started leading into like more business advice. Like, where do you register a company? Okay. How do I get a registered office? Then that started turning into personal finance stuff. So people were saying, how do you build a credit line with a postal company?
Yeah.
Then I was like, you need to have good credit in the first place. How do you build your credit? Like, you need credit cards. Then it all started snowballing from there. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. you mentioned something about supply. I didn't touch on that. How did you find a supplier? How did that work?
For trainers.
Yeah.
It's just over the years you build connections with people. So
okay,
I had suppliers all over, like Poland.
how were you building the connections though? Like what did you do?
I guess it's just from being in the game for so long. Like,
okay, it's because they knew you, who you were.
I might have dealt with people like here and there. So like you might deal with someone and then they say, oh, my friend actually has 50 pairs of these.
Right.
And you buy that first 50 pair of him. He goes, actually, I get 50 pairs every week.
Right. So it's like, it's a little bit of a teaser. They don't maybe outwardly tell you, oh yeah, by the way, I got better trainers.
If you're dealing with you're dealing with tens of thousands of pounds worth of transactions, you don't want to give that someone a chance to mess you over for £10,000. So they might sell you a couple.
Okay.
Then when you've been doing business, they're like, yeah, this guy's 30. I'm gonna start doing bulk deals with him.
This is crazy, man. I always relate this stuff to Narcos every time I think, because that's always what it's like. It's like they test you. Oh, can you get rid of it?
People. Like even with me.
Yeah.
So I had like friends through the sneaker industry who after a while I could trust them I would send them £10,000, like 2 boxes worth of £10,000.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even get the payment up front because I trusted them that much and they would trust me that much.
Okay.
So like it was just like a trust game, really.
Yeah. Wow. And are you still doing the sneakers?
I'm still doing it, but I'm not involved in it anymore.
You're not involved. Yeah. What, did you sell it?
No, my brother does it. Yeah.
Oh, your brother does it. Why did you take yourself out of it?
I needed to focus on all the other things. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go back to. So sneakers business or trainers business, we say in the UK, and then you started to become a financial influencer. Obviously, working with brands, right? You grew massive in a year. Were you surprised by that? Like how fast you grew?
Initially, I was, because I knew TikTok was growing. I knew TikTok you could grow fast, but Instagram, the way they was pushing reels was crazy. So, I was surprised at that. Yeah, but on TikTok. Before I posted my first Instagram, I already had loads of followers on TikTok.
Yeah,
but then I was surprised. I only posted three or four videos to Instagram before I blew up.
Yeah,
so I was surprised about that. Yeah,
wow, that's crazy. And I always wanted to know this. What's the inspiration for the I'm broke baby tagline?
It's just from Paid in Full, innit?
Okay, you just like that part. You just wanted to understand that.
Yeah, but obviously it means a lot of things to a lot of different people. So I'm not a flashy person.
Yeah.
And like me and my friend, like some of my friends who used to get money, none of my friends are flashy. So like some of my friends who used to get money, everyone knew they had money. If someone said to them, oh yeah, I see you, bro, you got the new chain, they'll be like, I'm broke. Like everyone just used to say it, like just deflect the attention away from them. Okay. Like you don't want to show off everything you have. If someone says you got something nice, you're like, no, not me, I'm broke.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's like that, yeah.
Okay, I love that. I can definitely relate to that. And so you've also launched a brand called Sturdyoff.
Yeah.
I was talking to you about this offline. I didn't know until I went to your page, I did not know what Sturdyoff is. Did you create that? I know you created the name, but the brand of dancing, is that a thing?
So the Sturdyoff is a platform where we showcase the dancers. I'm a co-founder of it with my business partner. Yeah. He actually founded a brand called Tax Free, which is a really big brand in London right now. Okay. So we share an office. Because I'm on TikTok a lot, I was like, we need to come up with. We had like a massive studio space in the office that we could use for 8 hours a week. I was like, we need to find something we can use this for. Yeah. And I was, because I was on TikTok so much, I was like, well, have you seen these guys doing this dance? And he was like, yeah, I've seen them. I was like, why don't we just make a show to put them on the thing? So the idea was, they already created the dance. Someone, I think basically it was from Pop Smoke, really.
Okay. Pop Smoke. Yeah.
It's from Pop Smoke.
Yeah, New York. Yeah.
So it's a mix of New York and London. New York love to claim that they started it, but it's from London drill beats. Yeah. So it made sense that we could create a big platform in London. Instead of them dancing on the streets, we can put them in a professional studio, treat them like professional dancers, so brands can actually say, oh, okay, we can work with these people. Yeah. So wow. That was basically
that is smart. And for those that don't know, watchers, listeners, what is sturdy when we're talking about it?
Yeah, so sturdy, in a literal sense, it's a type of dancing, but we're trying to change the narrative on that. So it's not just, it's dancing to drill music, there's certain sort of moves that you would call sturdy, but these dancers are so talented and they can do so many other things. We want people to think of sturdy as just a dancer in general. So like, and I don't like to use the word, but the best way to describe it is like urban dancing.
Okay.
So it'd be a mixture of breakdancing, basically a mixture of breakdancing and just like the new dance trends that you'd see on TikTok or Instagram or whatever.
Okay.
Mostly to drill music, but I think it can be evolved to any music now.
Yeah, no, I like it. When I saw it, I was like, this is ingenious. It's absolutely ingenious. Well done to you, sir, man.
I just wish I could dance.
Maybe they'll teach you.
They tried to, so we done an advert with JD basically.
Okay, wow.
And they wanted me to dance in the advert, and I was just like, there's no way. There's no way I'm dancing.
Oh my God. So how did that JD one come up? Did they just see what you were doing and they were like, yeah, they hit you up about it, or did you reach out to them?
No, we never reached out. They came to us, but when we created the show from the beginning, we knew that was the end goal to get the brands like JD and Nike to notice us. So after 4 months, I think, an agency contacted us on behalf of Nike and JD and said, yeah, we want to work with you.
Wow.
And it wasn't surprising because that was our goal, but it was surprising it happened so fast. We thought there'd be like a brand in between, a smaller brand that would hit us up first and then like a stepping stone. But that was the end goal, and
wow,
managed to. Well, we still got lots to do, but managed to get there quicker than we thought.
Yeah. How do you organize the competition, and what do you think were some of the ingredients that made it go viral? Of course, it's a great concept, but in terms of execution is what?
Yeah.
Did you hire like professional videographers and stuff like that?
No, we had a professional studio, and because I'm a content creator, I have they're not professional cameras, but they're very good cameras. So like I've got good cameras. I set it up all myself, to be honest. It was me by myself operating 3 different cameras.
Really?
The lighting was good. Because it's only going on YouTube and TikTok, it just has to be of a certain standard. Like it was a good standard for them platforms.
Yeah.
It was a better standard than what was on TikTok in the first place.
Okay.
And we managed to get some popular people on it on the first episode. So yeah, big up. Steps came on it. Steps, I don't know if you're into TikTok, I think he's got 3 million followers now.
Wow.
He came on the first episode. Obviously, that helped.
Was he dancing in it?
Yeah, he's a comedian on TikTok.
Yeah,
but he's a really good dancer, and like, people didn't know that he was that good at dancing. So that helped obviously push it. Wow. And then we had a couple other dancers with big names like Khan's, Prince, Spins, and they believed in the vision from the start, and it kind of got it pushing. And then we also got lucky. The first episode, the biggest Twitch streamer in the world reacted to it. Wow. So it was a mixture of timing, luck, circumstance.
Wow.
But everything happens for a reason, innit?
It happens. I feel like you create your own luck, right? If you didn't put the content out there,
if the content wasn't there, they couldn't react to it.
It's got to be there, right? So I was wondering, I was like curious about something. So the cameras, how did you get so good with cameras, and how did you know like what cameras to get?
I don't know, I actually don't know.
Like, I just figured it out.
Yeah, like I'm someone, I will buy the camera, not read the instructions, and just play with it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
The first to be fair, the first camera I bought, like a proper digital one, was, I think, for eBay, for taking my pictures for my trainers.
Yeah.
And then I started doing like little bits of photography for my website, trying to take some artistic pictures of the shoes. Then I started doing sneaker reviews, or unboxing. So I learned how to like change the settings on the cameras there. Yeah. I'm not great with cameras, but I'm good enough. Like I'm confident enough. If someone,
look high quality.
Yeah. If you gave me this camera, like within 5 minutes, I think I could get set up and get a good video out of it. Yeah.
Wow. And 3 cameras. Did you have those 3 cameras ready before? Because you mentioned that you were doing that.
Yeah. So one would be on a tripod.
Yeah.
Or 2 would be on a tripod, and then someone would be holding the other one. But the 2 on the tripods, I'd have 2 screens, so like to wirelessly monitor the footage. Wow. So I'd just be at a desk telling someone where to go with the other camera, and then I'll just be on my 2 cameras.
Wow, you're really good at content creation. You really are. I have to say it. Like you really are. So walk me through how you organize it. Like what it's like on the day.
The day goes hectic, to be fair, but we send out all the emails to invite people. Obviously, new people want to come every time. Like people basically audition to come on. Yeah. So once we get like a list of 10, 15 people, get them to come on the day. Everyone comes late, so we'll try and get some content filmed in between that for the socials. There's 3 rounds of the competition. Maybe 4 people go out each round, get to the final, and then everyone stands behind the winner. Then once it's all filmed, I used to edit it myself, but now we got someone else to edit it. So I'll just upload it straight away, send it to the editor. Depending on what brand or what, so some of the songs are from record labels. Yeah. So depending on what brand or record label we're working with, we got.
Do you have to work with them to?
We don't have to, but obviously some of them want to get their song in the.
That's interesting. How did that come about? Like the songs part of it, like.
It's kind of just a no-brainer. Like people pay for promo on TikTok. Yeah. If you got the biggest dance platform on TikTok, then
that's true.
People are gonna want to get in it.
So were they? Because obviously I'm thinking at the beginning, like your first episode, right? Were you working with at that point? No.
So where obviously I'm a content creator before, I used some of my affiliate marketing skills to try and get some money out of the first episode. Okay. Didn't get much money, but I thought we invested up, me and my business partner, we said we're ready to lose however many £1,000 on this first episode. Yeah. But might be able to pull something out by the affiliate marketing. And even if we don't get money out of it, we can see how much people click it. Yeah. Then we can use this data to pitch to advertisers on the next one. So we took an L on the first episode, knowing that we're not going to get no money out of it. Like it got demonetized straight away on YouTube because the songs are copyrighted. Okay. So we didn't have permission from the labels. Okay. They let you use the song, but they take all the money from the song.
Yeah, they take the money.
So so just took an L on the first episode, but we knew, because then if the numbers are there, for the next episodes, we got data to pitch to people. Yeah.
Okay, so you use that as like take that or whatever. Yeah. Analyze it, get the stats, and then you use that for the second episode to start pitching.
Yeah. So to be fair, we didn't even have to pitch it because the numbers were so good in the first.
They
episode.
Just came to you.
They came to us.
Wow.
Yeah. They came to us.
That is like an influencer's dream, right? All the brands and everybody like, no, we love this, and I can understand why they love it because I've never seen anything like that before, right? And are you worried about competition with it, or you're just like, nah? Is there competition coming? Is anybody tried to copy it?
Yeah. There's some American people have tried, Italian people, but they can't produce an episode as good as we do. Yeah, because we got a mixture of the best dancers. Yeah, we got two of the best young entrepreneurs are running it. Like, not that we're the best businessmen, but we're from London. We're connected with business people and the kids. Like, we're the go-between between them, so no one can put together an authentic product like we do. Like, I don't think anyone could.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's, at the end of the day, it's your vision. So you created it. That was your idea, and you've created it the way that was in your head. And what they're doing is copying what was in your head rather than creating their own thing. They're trying to copy. For me, copycats imitations never win. I mean, it's flattery, of course, but I feel like they'll never win.
I think there's two main people who would copy it. The dancers, I wouldn't even call them copying it because they're just doing a dance competition like how they naturally would, but they ain't got the right equipment or whatnot to do it. Then obviously a corporate company might try to copy it, but it's gonna be soulless. Like they're not. It's gonna be soulless. They're not gonna have the same connection that we have with these kids that are dancing.
Yeah. And I just don't think, like you said, I don't think they get it.
They don't get it.
They don't get it. Like they will try to, but they don't get it.
Yeah, so even when I said like people try and pay to have their songs in episode. Yeah. If it don't fit with the episode, we don't take it. Like 90% of the songs we don't fit with it. So we're not taking it.
Wow, so you're getting lots of people.
Yeah, we'd rather play the songs that they want and take no money for the episode. rather than play some dead songs and they can't even dance to it. And
that makes sense, man. I love how authentic this is. So how are you monetizing the platform? Is it like YouTube ads? Is it a mixture of like a bit of sponsorship with it?
It's mostly sponsorship. So mostly sponsorships. Obviously, we've got a lot of running costs on the day.
Yeah.
We want to get the dancers paid for their time as well. So right now we've got loads of campaigns with JD that we're just getting the dancers so much work.
Yeah. That is epic.
Yeah, so
love stuff like this.
Like, so on Wednesday, this Wednesday, we're going to Manchester.
Okay.
Taking 4 of them to Manchester. Probably the first time they've been. Like accommodation, everything. They're gonna be with JD on the day, getting paid on their Instagram, on their Facebook.
Yeah.
Meeting other dancers. So even just the opportunities like that.
You're creating. Do you realize you're creating a whole kind of culture with this? You're creating a new. This, do you know what this reminds me of? I'm sure there was a dancing thing that we all used to watch back in the days, and I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm pretty sure.
What, like a live show?
Yeah, there was some show in America, but you're creating a new culture.
Is it the one with like, was it Jabberwocks and them, man?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's it. So you're creating a whole new culture around this, because I think the last time dance was popular was that dance group in Britain's Got Talent.
Diversity.
Yeah, and even them, I feel like they didn't really capitalize on it as much as they could have. I mean, maybe it's just the timing of stuff, but you're creating a whole culture around this. So, like, you know, with that in mind, where are you trying to take this to?
We'd like to take. Well, it's kind of sentimental. So, like, the people who've been with us from the start, we'd like to take them like to New York, to Korea, to wherever, to get the show done live.
Yeah.
On a larger scale, there's a show in America. Can't remember the name what it's called, but it's shown on like all their major networks. If we could have a show like that was shown on all the major networks here, then that probably would be be it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if.
But then again, like, would that take some of the authenticity away from?
Could do. Like,
to have a product on TV, you can't do everything that you would normally do. So again, I don't know. I like to see where it takes us, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like right now, we're happy where it is and just trying to reinvest and build it bigger.
Wow. And how are you managing this with being an influencer?
Yeah, it's hard. I can't lie, it is hard, but you just gotta do what you gotta do, innit? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. So just making videos in bulk, I guess. Like my own videos I make. I wouldn't like to even call myself an influencer.
Yeah.
To call myself a content creator.
Yeah. I like content creator. And are you involved in anything else at the moment? Is it just those two things?
No, I got loads of little things.
Really?
Yeah.
What else you doing?
Something I can't talk about.
Okay.
Quite a lot of things I can't talk about. Yeah. There's one. Nah, there's loads actually. So I do content creation for other businesses or brands. I do it like podcasts.
Okay.
With clothing brands. So either I will do their strategy, or I will like point them in the right direction to someone and obviously take a fee or whatnot.
Yeah.
There's I don't know. I don't want to say too much. There's an app that I'm working with now. They're developing it.
Okay.
It's a music app basically.
Okay.
And they want me to be involved in the creation of the app.
Okay.
So I'm giving I'm consulting basically.
Consulting. Wow. How do you have time for all of this stuff?
Yeah, you just gotta, I don't know, you just gotta make time where you can, innit? So
yeah.
On the train, on your phone,
That's crazy. That's
there's
crazy.
a lot of bits and pieces
that you're doing.
But not everything is gonna work. Like you might have 10 ideas and one of them works. But I think that's the risk you have to take if you're an entrepreneur or content creator. Right?
Yeah. And it seems like you are comfortable with that. That's comfortable with the challenges.
That's where Broke Baby comes from. Like I'm not doing things to make money, so I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
Like obviously I want to make money for it so I can fund other things, but if I put all the money I have into something, I don't have to maintain a lifestyle where I'm gonna feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
If all my money's invested in to try and get these businesses off the ground, then I'm not missing out on anything because I didn't have anything in the first place.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what are you, if it's not for money, what are you trying to, what is it for?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm eventually trying to make money.
Yeah.
But money is there to afford you comfortability.
Okay. So you're looking for the comfortability.
Yeah, I'd like to have enough money where I don't have to worry about money.
Yeah.
So I want to have enough money so I don't have to worry about money. I find I get joy from challenges, so I'd like to do passion projects, but you need money to do passion projects because you can do as many passion projects as you want now, but at the end of the day, you still need to do a 9 to 5 to fund it. So
100%,
I just want to make enough money.
From somewhere, innit? So this year you were rated as highly commended by the British Bank Awards 2022. How did that feel?
I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed.
I thought you were gonna say I was feeling great.
Disappointed because there was the award I wanted to win, I didn't win.
And what was that, Influencer of the Year?
Yeah, I think I should have won it.
Yeah,
I know I should have won it.
Yeah,
I know I should.
I don't even want to be controversial. I think you should have won it. I think you should have won it. But it's more than likely that maybe they gave you that because they think you'll win next year.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the politics of it, but yeah.
Okay, so there's some behind the scenes stuff that happened. All right, man. Oh my God. This is crazy, isn't it? This is crazy. And this is, you know what, this is how the world is, right? I think, when somebody wins something, it's not always deserved. Sometimes it's relationships, sometimes it's an agenda.
Yeah. I don't want to talk too much about that one.
Yeah. Let me not get you in trouble. Let me not mess up any relationship for you or for me.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful to. I'm not ungrateful to the people who supported me.
Yeah.
It was just the event. I'm grateful for everyone who congratulated me and voted for me, and because I'm grateful for everyone. But the politics is a bit.
Yeah, I hear it. And I feel like, sometimes you just got to deal with that at times.
Yeah, you can't be sorry about it. You can be sorry about it, but you have to channel it in the right thing.
Yeah.
So
in the right.
I didn't think it's all rigged or whatnot. I thought I'm gonna show them I'm gonna show them why I should have won it.
Yeah. I love that. And would you say that's your biggest success to date?
Personal success?
Yeah.
No, I say sturdyoff.
Yeah.
Because I'm so happy with. It's affected so many people that I'm so happy with that.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, wow, this is crazy. You built a platform like this in 7 months?
Yeah,
that's quick.
Like there's kids that are, well, I could call them kids, they're like 16, 17.
Yeah.
They don't have a full-time job. They get paid. Now they only get paid from dancing because that's their full-time job now.
That is amazing.
In the space of 6 months. Like, don't get me wrong, they was getting little bits of money here and there, but they didn't have a professional body that they can come to every month.
Yeah. And
they know that they're going to get paid.
Wow. That's epic, man. And look at you creating streams of income, and you talk about side hustles a lot, but and that's I feel like that's such a unique way to make money from your perspective and from their perspective. But obviously, in this journey, it's not always been plain sailing. So what would you say has been your biggest challenge as an entrepreneur so far?
The biggest challenge, and I was talking about this the other day to someone. So my first business, which was the sneaker business, don't get me wrong, it does well. Like it does. It's on paper as a business, you would say it's a successful business.
Yeah.
But I knew my potential was much more than that business. But I let people get in my head and make me think that because that's your first business, you can't let it go.
Okay.
Like so now I don't really do anything with that. And then when people ask me about it, like, oh, you don't do nothing with, why did you stop? In your head, you might feel like a failure.
Yeah. Like
you might have a business, it might make you X amount of money a month, but you can start another business and it'll make W that.
Yeah.
And you'll find it more rewarding. But if you stop that first business, everyone's gonna be like, you fell off, you flopped.
Yeah.
You failed that first business. So I let that get in my head, and I was putting way more hours into that business than I should have. Like there was days where I was doing 16 hours a day, and I knew that if I'd done that 16 hours in one of my other projects, it would have been far more rewarding and made way more money. But I was so worried about what other people would think about that first one that, I let it get to me. And then that was my biggest challenge, was letting that one go.
Okay.
Like just giving up control. I'm thinking, cool, I'm just going to take the risk and put all my time in something else.
Yeah.
And then if both of them flop, then I don't care what people say.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think there's nothing wrong. You gotta, at the end of the day, right? People gotta say anything anyway, even if you're success people.
People will find a way to nitpick. Yeah.
Exactly, all the time. So I'm glad that you realized that and you took the plunge. Your current businesses, are those the businesses that you think that you'll stay focused on, or is there something else that you're looking to do in the future?
Sturdyoff, obviously, it's a trend. Like the dance is a trend, so we have a long-term plan with that.
Yeah.
To change direction with it into
that's smart,
music or dance.
Yeah.
So I can see myself being involved in that a lot for the next 5 whatever years.
Okay.
The content creation again. I enjoy doing it. I do enjoy doing it. So if the money was to stop coming in from that, I would still be doing it. I think that's what you got to think about. If the money stops, would you still do it?
Yeah.
And I would still do that. And all the other little bits and pieces, I guess, they're like projects that if they take off, then if it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, then it doesn't matter, I guess.
Okay. So I've got a question here. Yeah. So obviously you left your £50,000 job. How many years ago was that now?
Oh wow,
6 years.
2016, yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, no, 2017. Sorry. So
okay, so about 5 years ago. Yeah.
Coming up 6 years. Yeah.
Would you say it was worth it that you left where you are now?
I won't give an easy answer.
Okay.
No, because when I left, I paid myself the minimum I could.
Okay.
So I could reinvest into my business.
Mm-hmm.
If I stayed in that £50,000 a year job, I would have maybe had another 2 houses.
Okay.
A bigger stock portfolio.
Interesting.
I might have had more money now.
Okay.
So if you judge success by money, then I could regret it. But the skills I've learned since I've left, like I couldn't even put a price on it.
Yeah.
I couldn't even put a price on it. The skills, the connection I made, the businesses I've built.
Yeah.
Then obviously the businesses are making money now as well. But like sturdyoff, I could talk about sturdyoff all day. Like I love that business.
Yeah.
So I think I'm happy I left. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy I left.
That makes sense. And I think that like, I think that anything you do in life is a risk. You might as well risk doing what you love. I think personally, I think you should do what you love, and you shouldn't, that's what I love about your answer. Like you said, for you, that's not what success isn't about money. It's about being happy doing what you're doing. And I think for me, the definition of success is the same thing. Of course, I do want to make money, but I want to be happy doing what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? I want to wake up and say, okay, yeah, I love doing this. This is all I can think about.
Yeah, there's a million jobs out there. You can make loads of money. If you wanted to make loads of money, you could go to Scotland, sail into the sea, and work on an oil rig. Yeah, but you're not gonna like doing that.
Exactly. Talking about making money though, because there might, some people, regardless, for them, success is making money. What's like your top 3 like side hustles that somebody can do
right now?
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Number 1, video editing.
Okay.
But video editing, short form videos.
Yeah.
So like you yourself would know, you put out this podcast, chop it up, put onto so many podcasts out there. Some people don't know how to do it. Yeah. Some people ain't got the time to do it. Mm-hmm. So there's literally endless people you can pitch to do that. Yeah. And even if you just get 3 a week, you could be making £300-400 a week.
It's crazy that you say that, because recently I've had like so many people pop up in my inbox asking me, I want to edit your video, like pitching to edit. I was like, wow, this is going crazy.
Yeah. I remember saying that like last year. And then I said this year, I feel like a lot of people are doing it now.
Yeah, a lot of people are like literally coming into my inbox. I'm having like all sorts of people, marketing agents, people wanting to offer me marketing. So like, I love it. Like, I think it's good, because I think, like you said, there are a lot of people that don't even want to bother editing, that you can just take it off them and you're making money off them. Okay, so that's number 1. What's number 2? I've
been trialing, like this summer I was trying a lot of side hustles.
Okay.
A lot of them weren't too great, to be honest. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it on here. It's match betting.
Okay.
Because for some people consider it as gambling.
Yeah, I don't gamble.
it's not. Yeah, each to their own. Like,
yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't say it's gambling.
Okay.
If you want to look into it,
what is it? If you can explain it.
So there'll be a website. They give you a free trial, whatever. They have a whole software that works out if you get a free bet, how much you have to put of your own money to make profit.
Okay.
So they might give you a £10 free bet and they say put it on this result, but then to make sure you don't lose, you have to put £10 of your own money on, and you're guaranteed to make £1.50.
Okay.
So it's just that, and then at scale basically.
Okay.
So you're not £1.50. You'll probably make like £7, but you might do 5 of them a day, every day for a week.
Wow.
So you might make £35 a day every day.
Wow. So people, I think I've seen a few people do match betting, but I didn't actually.
It's a bit time consuming. I'd say uni students, if you just want to do it, something chill, you could be watching TV, doing it as a side hustle. I think it's a good side hustle. It's not the best way to make money, but
but it is something.
It's a guaranteed money making side hustle.
Okay.
That you don't really need much capital to start with.
Okay. And that's guaranteed to generate some sort.
Yeah. So I last year I done a video on it.
Yeah.
I started the trial. The trial made like £37.
Okay.
And then I put like £300 of my own money into it. And then I think after the month I made like £270 profit.
Oh wow. Okay.
And that was just me doing it for a video. I wasn't even trying like hard to do it.
Wow, fair enough.
So
look, listeners, watchers, I'm not gonna block your blessings. Look, if you wanna get into that, do it.
Make sure you learn how to do it before you do it.
Yeah. How do you learn how to do it?
The website that you sign up to do it, they give you a free trial to teach you.
Okay.
So basically, they want to teach you how to do it properly because they know you're gonna make money, but then you have to pay like £5 a month for their service.
Everybody's making money with you, but look, I don't mind you making money. If you could teach me how to make money, all power to you.
Yeah, every business has costs. Yeah. Side hustles have costs.
Exactly.
If there's a platform that is like that platform runs all the software for you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you ever done Amazon FBA.
Yeah, no, I've never done it.
Well, there's so much software out there that you got to pay every month to use.
Yeah,
everything you need to use software. So
this is the thing, man. I feel like that's one of the best things because I feel like they're almost guaranteed an income because people want to learn how to match bet. They don't need to do it themselves. Yeah, they're just teaching people and they just Okay, so what's number 3 then?
Number 3, I wanna say one that I've not said before, but I didn't finish it. This is if you got a bit of budget though. Okay. So you see like e-scooters. Yeah. They don't actually, the companies like Lime and that, they don't actually collect them themselves. They subcontract it out. Really? Yeah, they
subcontract the collection of the scooters from a location.
Yeah, so they just stop them all around, innit? Okay. So like they have to be charged overnight. Okay. So you might drop your e-scooter in Camden, just a random road. Someone has to pick that up and charge it. Oh. So they subcontract that charging to other people, but all you really need to do is have a van and maybe a garage with all the chargers there. And then if you have the setup, so you might do it by yourself for a bit. Yeah. Then you might think, it's going well, making money. They pay you per scooter, like they pay you like £7 or something per scooter. Wow. So you might get 100 scooters in a night, but you have to pay all that electricity and fuel and whatnot. Yeah. You might get to a point where you can probably locate 300 scooters a night, but you haven't got the manpower. You can rent out a bigger unit and then basically subcontract them out. Mm-hmm. So you might say, I'm going to give you £100 a night to get me 50 scooters, but then you're making however X amount off it. You're making 350 off. Wow. So if you're like willing to invest, you might have to invest like $1,000 into the but that could be a very lucrative one. Yeah.
Wow. Why are you trying all of these side hustles even though I love them? I'm just like
now it's for content.
Is it just all content?
Now it's for content,
just to prove that it works instead of just giving like the generic.
Yeah, so I'd rather
start a YouTube channel, for example.
Yeah, so I'd rather try it myself. Like with the match betting, I've done it myself. Yeah. I was doing, them apps where you go into a shop and then it's a secret shopper app. Like I've done them all myself, and like I've taken pictures while all the staff are looking at me like I'm some weirdo, just to make sure it works. Like So that with that one, I wanted to try it, but getting a van and a warehouse would have been way too.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of effort.
So
and
I downloaded the app where you needed to locate the scooters with like as a contractor, And the app works in that. And
yeah,
I think if you're willing to try it, I think you can make some good money.
Wow. I love the fact that you're trying all these side hustles. I love the fact that you are getting yourself involved in like a lot of things. I think especially in this day, cost of living crisis, I think having, multiple streams of income is quite important. So yeah, what's next for you? What have you got planned next?
Oh, what's next? So everything changes so quickly, man. Everything changes so quickly. I've got things coming up with my own like personal finance stuff, like brands that I'm excited to work with. I actually started a list at the start of the year.
Yeah.
The brands I aspired to work with, and I think I've put 6 or 7 on there, and I managed to cross up 4.
Wow.
So I'm trying to cross off the rest of them, and sturdyoff got some big things coming with that. So looking forward to that.
Okay.
Actually, this week we got a live performance in Westfield.
Oh.
Yeah. So
what date? When's that?
Saturday the 29th. The bit outside.
What's that, of November?
Oh no, to this week.
Oh, this week?
Yeah.
Oh, October. No, the episode won't be out by then. You got any other live?
So maybe you can go on sturdyoff and watch some of the clips. Yeah, okay. There might be some clips.
Oh, wow.
And then hopefully with that we're gonna have some more live performances and some collaborations and stuff like that. So looking forward to that.
That's sick.
And starting a few new things. Starting like a new venture with one of my business partners.
Okay.
Trying to get that off the ground before the end of the year. Just taking things as they come, really. Like,
wow, you're mad busy. I love it, man. love this, man. You got
to, man. You got to, like, not everything's gonna work, so you kind of just need to put yourself out there. And even if it don't work and you learn something from it, you can use it in your next venture.
Yeah. What would you say on your journey? What's the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Yeah, don't be afraid of what other people are gonna think of you.
Yeah, I love that.
If you fail, you fail. Like,
yeah.
You can hide it. You can hide your L's. Don't let people think that you got to tell people about your L's.
It's true.
You can hide.
It's true, to be fair. You can.
Like someone said, "Oh yeah, what happened to that podcast?" He's like, "What podcast? What podcast? What are you talking about? I didn't start no podcast."
Oh man, I love that. Where can people find you on the socials?
Instagram Jayvsop, TikTok Jayvsop, and YouTube Jayvsop. Yeah.
Love it. And sturdyoff as well. What's the
sturdyoff? Yeah, sturdyoff.
It's all sturdyoff. Yeah.
If you type in sturdyoff, pretty much any platform, it should be coming up. Yeah.
Awesome. And do you have any final words for the listeners, watchers?
Yeah, just keep hustling, man. Keep grinding. Cost of living, just gotta get it where you can. And remember, I'm broke, baby.
I love that, man. Thanks so much, man, for just blessing the podcast. I really, really appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me.
No, very, very welcome, man. Thanks for sharing your story as well. And, just being like authentic, I think I think being an entrepreneur is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint hearted. And I think as well, like what I liked about like your story is that the fact that you're doing what you want to do, right? And I think a lot of people, they do what they don't want to do. If you want to work in a job, do that. Like, don't worry. Like, nobody's saying don't. We're saying follow what you need, right? But do a few things. Don't just rely on one, because you never know what can happen. But just do a few things, and it sounds like that's what you're doing as well. So yeah, no, thanks for sharing it. Watchers, listeners, thanks for listening to this episode of Take Off Experience. Yeah, we'll see you in next week's episode.